and start. Any rule made under subsection 1 may provide that a contravention thereof shall be punishable with fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees, and where the contravention is a continuing one with a further fine which may extend to 500 rupees for every day after the first, during which such contravention continues to. Every rule made by the central government under subsection 1 shall be laid as soon as may be after it is made before each house of parliament while it is in session for a total period of 30 days, which may be comprised in one session or in two or more successive sessions, and if before the expiry of the session, immediately following the session, or the successive sessions aforesaid, both houses agree in making any modification in the rule, or both houses agree that the rule should not be made, the rule shall thereafter have effect only in such modified form, or be of no effect as the case may be. So, however, that any such modification or annulment shall be without prejudice to the validity of anything previously done under that rule. Stop. Every regulation made by the Securities and Exchange Board of India under this act shall be laid as soon as may be after it is made before each house of parliament while it is in session for a total period of 30 days, which may be comprised in one session or in two or more successive sessions, and if before the expiry of the session, immediately following the session, or the successive sessions aforesaid, both houses agree in making any modification in the regulation, or both houses agree that the regulation should not be made, the regulation shall thereafter have effect only in such modified form, or be of no effect as the case may be. So, however, that any such modification or annulment shall be without prejudice to the validity of anything previously done under that regulation. Stop analyzing the above provisions of the Companies Act. The position is that at every AGM of a company, the board of directors is required to place before it a balance sheet and a P&L account for the financial year. Stop. Section 210 of the Companies Act requires a company to place before AGM a balance sheet and a P&L account for relevant period. The function of a balance sheet is to show the share capital, reserves and liabilities of the company at the date on which it is prepared, and the manner in which the total monies representing them are distributed over several types of assets. A balance sheet is a historical document. As a general rule, it does not show the net worth of an undertaking at any particular date. Stop. It does not show the present realizable value of goodwill, land, plant, and machinery, etc. It also does not show the realizable value of stock in trade except in cases where the realizable value of stock in trade is less than cost. Therefore, it cannot be said that the balance sheet shows the true financial position. Stop. Section 210A was inserted by Companies Amendment Act 1999 with effect from 31 October 1998 to provide for constitution of National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standards. The said NAC was constituted to advise the central government on the formation and laying down of accounting policies and accounting standards for adoption by companies or class of companies. The accounting policies and accounting standards were required to be prescribed by the central government as contemplated by section 2 within bracket 33. The object behind section 210A was to make it obligatory on the part of the companies to comply with the accounting standards. NAC was constituted wide notification dated 18th September 2003 under section 211 within bracket 3C. It is provided that till such time the accounting standards are prescribed by the central government in consultation with NAC on accounting standards, the accounting standards prescribed by the institute shall be deemed to be the accounting standards to be complied with by all the companies. Stop. In all, the institute has so far framed 29 accounting standards. Section 211 requires the balance sheet to be in the form set out in Part 1 of Schedule 4 or as near thereto as circumstances admit. The said phrase or as near thereto as circumstances so and so adoption of improved techniques in the presentation of accounts of shareholders. Stop. It is important to note that the information which is required to be given to shareholders pursuant to Schedule 6 should be given in a manner which they shall understand and which must give a true and fair view of the company's affairs, as also it must give a proper picture of the company's profits, losses for the relevant year.